Okay, in this example, I'm doing Let's Practice on page 174. This is number 5 we did in class. The question says, Mrs. Kong uses 1/3 of a stick of butter in a sauce. She then uses 5/8 of the remaining butter to make garlic bread. What fraction of the stick of butter is left? So working pictorially first, Mrs. Kong uses 1/3 of a stick of butter. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a bar model, and I'm going to cut it into thirds. This is what she's using for sauce. She then uses 5/8 of the remaining butter. So this is what's remaining here, what's left over. And this has got to be divided into eighths. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got my 8. 5/8 of that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 eighths is going to be used to make garlic bread. Now, 5/8 is just the part of the remainder. To find how much of that is part of the whole, you would need to cut the other side also into fourths. 1/3 into cut into fourths would be 12 is your denominator. You keep the numerator, still talking about 5. It's 5/12. Okay, so that just tells you what the garlic bread is, but it says what fraction of the stick of butter is left. That is 1, 2, 3 that you haven't used yet, 12 being the entire amount down at the bottom, and you simplify to get 1/4. So the answer to Mrs. Kong's problem is there is 1/4 stick of butter left. Now to solve it using method 2. Let's start over. Mrs. Kong uses 1/3 of a stick of butter in a sauce. She then uses 5/8 of the remaining butter to make garlic bread. So we have to start with finding out what that remainder is. So we take the 1 stick of butter minus 1/3. This gives us 2/3. And she uses 5/8 of the remainder. So 5/8 of the remainder of 2/3, which is 5/8 times 2/3. This simplifies. You can divide them both by 2. These do not. So 5/8 divided by 2 is 4. This will be a 1, and this will be a 3. Now this is just going to tell you how much butter she spent on the garlic bread, or used for the garlic bread. So we're going to multiply. We're going to get a 5/12. But the question actually says, well, what fraction of the stick of butter is left? So if I start with the original stick of butter minus what she used for the sauce minus what she used for the garlic bread, that will give me my answer. I need a common denominator of 12. This would be multiplying by 4. So 1 times 4 is 4. 12 and 5. These ones just come straight down. So 12 minus 4 is 8. 8 minus 3, or 5 is 3. 12ths. Simplified, 1/4. So the answer to Mrs. Kong, what fraction of the stick of butter is left, is 1/4. One is solved pictorially, and one is solved using method 2. Good luck on the rest of your homework tonight. I can't wait to see what you did tomorrow.